And so what has been the response from your friends who have tried it, from patients who have come in, from the global clientele that you see here at the Chancery? What is everyone sort of saying about the device?
Well, firstly, it's actually a lot more well known than I thought. So I knew that entomology
How is that possible?
I know. Well, I always thought that when patients came in for a consultation, it would be something that we'd have to introduce them to.
Yeah.
So a lot of our patients, or the international guests here, already know it. So they have it. They're excited that it's here.
Yeah.
They have an event that night. They may want to have a bit of lymphatic drainage. They want to have a bit of heavy legs, debloating of the legs.
Fit into their dresses, fit into everything.
Absolutely.
There's no downtime as well, which is genius.
Completely. And also, it actually feels really nice. The first you've tried it several times.
Many times.
Yeah,
I'm obsessed.
Yeah, and it's quite a nice thing, unusual, but quite nice. It's sort of this mechanical rollers and suction that sort of pull the tissue in, give it a little, wiggle, improve the circulation, improve the drainage, improve the function of the skin. So when you first have the machine attached to you, you're like, this is interesting. But then you actually see why it's just so relaxing and why patients come back again and again wanting to have this treatment.
It's so true.
It's really relaxing.
I'm a real fan of the sort of hands-on manual lymphatic drainage, but I have to say, it almost feels like a supercharged version when you have that. And I don't know if you do this here as well, but I've had protocols where, they almost start on the sacrum, they go down the spine. Like, there's all these different ways that we're now using this device, which is obviously an evolution of where it came from, but it really is just putting your body into that sort of parasympathetic nervous system state where you just completely zone out. I mean, you basically don't want to go back to work after having it. Do not do it in the middle of the day.
And you have to run to the loo sometimes to pee because you've been so drained.
Yes, exactly. But it's good. It shows sort of every effect that it's having, right? And what do you see sort of the patient sort of asking for when it comes to, I suppose, longevity of treatment as well? Like, are they sort of coming in and booking in for a course of these treatments? Is this just a standalone one-off that somebody can do to feel incredible that night?
Yeah, I think it depends on the guest or patient. So guests will stay here for 3-4 days, maybe a week or so. So they're not going to complete a whole course. So it was important to me to have a machine that gave standalone results on a one-off treatment. So there are patients that book in just for that. As an introduction to our existing patient base and the local residents who have now sort of become patients at the clinic, they are booking courses for it.
Yeah, and how many treatments do you think you need to do in order to see sort of really tangible results, whether that's physical, whether that is the sort of wellness aspect that you mentioned?
I think it depends on what the goal is. So if you're doing it for debloating, for lymphatic drainage, it's going to be slightly different to your sleep, rest, and vitality settings. I think you want to be doing it at least a minimum of once a week initially, and you're looking from anywhere from 5 to 10 sessions. It's quite addictive. I'm telling you, there's no problem in rebooking after the first one.
I was going to say, and you also said to me offline, I remember you've got some locals who sort of run in with their sort of stretchy white suit and they're all sort of like ready and geared up for this, right?
You get a very cute little white scuba type suit that you put on, and then the machine attached onto it, which is obviously very hygienic as well. So
exactly.
And again, it actually makes the procedure a lot more comfortable. So yeah, our patients each keep their white suits. They rock up and they say, "Can I? Do you have 20 minutes?"
Well, it comes in a very chic pouch.
Yes.
As well. 20 minutes, is that,
I think 30 minutes. I exaggerated.
20, 30 minutes.
I'm not prone to that. Yeah.
Oh, never at all. But it's clever as well, this stretchy white suit, because it enables that sort of suctioning sort of device that you spoke about just to glide over the skin. Because I think that's the other thing that can otherwise sort of worry people, like, is it going to bruise? Is it going to lead to sort of discomfort? But no, it's not sort of pinching or pulling. It is just sort of gliding, isn't it?
Completely. And it's comfortable. It's odd the first time it attaches, but it is very comfortable. It does glide through the skin. It draws up the skin slowly.
Yeah.
Another thing about the machine, which is quite interesting, is there are so many different settings. So, again, one of the trends that we see going forward is this personalised treatment, personalised approach.
Yeah, for sure.
We're not all one size fits all. And when the patient sort of sits with us and sort of says what their concerns are and what they need, we're able to adapt the settings and use different, different settings for different things. So.
And I guess that's basically what you have always done anyway in your clinic. Yeah. It always starts with a consultation, understanding what the patient is actually looking for from the treatment, what results they want to achieve, and then curating it. But you're right, and I don't know the numbers, so I'm not going to say it, but I think there's like more than hundreds of different protocols that you can effectively create on this device,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
And essentially that means the patient never has to have the same treatment twice, correct, which is also quite interesting, because one day you might come in and you've got all the energy in the world, but you're sort of full of water weight, and then the next day you feel fine, but actually, you haven't slept so well the night before. So it's always about tailoring it to the patient nowadays.
Absolutely, it's exactly that, personalised.
And then finally, what about the sort of future trends that we're all going to be getting excited by next year? I mean, we've spoken a lot about sort of shifting to the body. We've spoken about lymphatic drainage, this more integrated approach to health and well-being. But is there anything else for you as a practitioner that you're sort of excited by that's coming?
I think we are continuing that sort of trajectory of integrative wellness. I think we're seeing a lot of gut health, a lot of lymphatic health, hormonal sort of treatments that are coming on board. We continue within sort of the biohacking and the lifestyle changes. I mean, I think for us within our clinic, we've always tried to have this sort of multimodal approach, and I've always picked specialists to work alongside me who sort of are different sort of,
They're all like specialists in their own area, aren't
That's what
they?
exactly what I was trying to say. So, we have Professor Fraz, he's a laser dermatologist. Lasers will always be his forte, and he's always at the forefront. He's, either lecturing or writing another paper about something. He's really sort of keeps us at the forefront of that. We have Dr. Christine, she's a brilliant injector, but also a K-beauty obsessive.
Yeah.
And she's
just
sort of
come
our
back from Korea,
meerkat
hasn't
cat.
she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Like she's obviously the MI5 for us.
Full of Korean beauty products. I love it.
She's bringing it into clinic tomorrow. I'm gonna steal most of it. And so she's the one who keeps us abreast of what's coming from Korea.
Yeah.
And
and that's very interesting because you've got your sort of Korean facial that you've now integrated. I guess
our
sort of
glass
like
skin.
drawing on a lot of that sort of specialist interest and knowledge as well.
Absolutely, the glass skin thing isn't going away. I thought it was going to be just a trend, but very much in demand, and it's that
TikTok
makeup
sort of begs otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. I think I can't remember how many times last time I checked, but it's a couple of billion times that it's been searched. Glass skin. So we designed a facial specifically for the hotel, the glacé skin facial, and then that was inspired by the Korean skin
trend.
Sounds
amazing. What does that entail? Just so I can
lust
after it when I can come in.
It's you have to come in and try it. It's got quite a few steps to it. So it's about an hour and a half long. So it's quite sort of a mega facial, and it incorporates the microdermabrasion. It has some cupping in there, it has LED in it, there has some extractions, there's some old school French style extractions in there as well. There's
Not enough facials do that.
They don't, and I don't know why. So and the girls love extractions. I seem to select therapists who really love to
oh my God, that's
go
amazing.
at it. Yes, they love it. I think they compare extraction things.
Quotas that they get. Okay, I'm booking in.
And then a mask, and then oxygen jets. We pair it with SkinCeuticals products. So it's a really, really beautiful treatment. I wish I could describe it better, but I'm not the one who performs it. So that's probably why I'm giving a very blanket. I'm usually the one receiving it, so I'm just like.
Well, that's the perk of doing the job that you do, and also it's very important for market research to know what the trends are, to actually experience it yourself, so that we can then talk about it. I think it's a really interesting moment, and it's so brilliant to see what you've curated here in such a beautiful space, and the way that you really have sort of integrated what you're sort of best known for, the skin optimization, the injectables, but also brought in this whole new sort of wave of wellness-focused treatments. And I don't want to say the clinic has grown up, but it's a really lovely way to see your brand evolve and expand and go into sort of different directions as well. And I'm excited to come and try the LPG.
We are grown up.
Here.
We're in puberty now.
100%. Well, it's been such a joy speaking with you.
Always.
And a huge thank you for giving up your time to have
you.
me in and to tell us all about the LPG endomology treatment, the Cellulite M6 Infinity. I hope everyone who watched sort of found that engaging and interesting, and learned as much as I did from Wassim this morning. And if you have any more questions about what's happening here at the Chancery Rosewood, or anything to do with the LPG endomology device that we discussed, just reach out to us. We'll happily steer you in the right direction. And thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day in this calm and tranquil space. I'm very jealous that I can't stay here as well. Bye everyone. Thank you.